memos. Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memo. Ho. Manny's Monday memo. Hoes. 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 Hoes.
Happy Monday, guys. I have on a Truth Over Feelings shirt, so you already know what that means. Today's topic is either going to piss some of you off, or you're going to be like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Manny. Either way it goes, you know, it's Truth Over Feelings all day, every day. We got to keep it 100. Sorry if it hurt your feelings, but we got to keep it a buck. Let's jump right into it. Ghosting. Yep, I'm up close and personal now. It's like I'm right near you. It's like I'm right in your face. That's what I like, the close-up. But anywho, ghosting. You either have had it done to you, maybe you've done it, you've been Casper before, or maybe you've seen it happen with other people and you're just like, ooh, okay, wow. So let's talk about this. Ghosting, is it healthy or is it toxic? It's toxic. It's toxic. Truth over feelings all day, every day. There is nothing healthy, okay? Nothing healthy about avoiding a conversation or telling someone that, listen, I want nothing to do with you. I don't want you in my life. Whatever you want to say, there's nothing healthy about avoiding someone completely and leaving them completely confused. There's nothing healthy about that. You should not avoid a conversation out of fear, anger, frustration, sadness. Don't avoid your problems. Face them head on. Talk to them. Look at them square in the face. Let the person know what you're feeling. Don't be scared. Don't be annoyed. Let it go. If anything, let somebody know why you don't want to move with them. You don't want anything to do with them moving forward because of A, B, C, and D. Don't just have a conversation and this person thinks everything's normal, or maybe like you're in the midst of an argument and then you just disappear off the face of the earth. No, Casper doesn't need to be a real life thing. It's a fairy tale. It's an animated cartoon. Don't make it come to life. Don't ghost people. That's cowardly. That's cowardly. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's a coward move, bro. You need to say something. We are adults. We are not children. Say how you feel. Don't sit there and avoid conversations or put up a wall and act like the other person should know already why you've decided to ghost them. What sense does that make? Huh? What sense does it make to ghost somebody? Just because now you feel better and you're like, well, you know what? I don't have to deal with the person anymore. They're gone. Okay, yeah, but now you're leaving the other person like, what just happened? Sometimes in life, you do need to cut yourself off from somebody, or you need to remove yourself from a group. I get all that. I really do. But the best way to do that, the healthiest way, not only for the other person so that way they're aware, but for yourself, number one, is to speak up and say something, okay? We don't need to avoid conversations. We don't need to avoid people. The last thing we need to do is to leave people confused. You don't want to just disappear off the face of the earth from a friend, maybe your boyfriend, your girlfriend, a family member, whoever. You shouldn't just disappear off the face of the earth and leave them confused as to what's going on. Whether you've argued, you were in an argument, maybe you were just fine, whatever is festering within yourself, whatever feelings you got going on, you got to let those out. You got to let them out. If not, they're just going to eat at you over time. Just going to eat at you, and you're just going to continue to perform this toxic behavior of ghosting somebody. Even if we are in an instance of somebody, a man is trying to, get to know a woman and she's decided I don't want anything to do with him. Don't just ghost the man. Tell him. Listen, I'm just not feeling this anymore. I don't think that this needs to go anywhere. Don't just fall off the face of the earth and block him. Or man, don't just stop messaging or calling a woman out of nowhere, leaving the woman confused, like, what's going on? Having the woman thinking all these different thoughts. When in reality, you just didn't want to deal with her. Say it. We're grown, people. We are grown. Say how you feel. We are not 2, 3, 4 years old anymore. We are grown, 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 grown. Say it with your chest, baby, please. Is it easy to tell somebody, listen, I don't want anything to do with you? No, that's not an easy thing to say. It's not an easy thing to say. I've been there. I've done that a few times. I've cut myself off from people or removed people that I just didn't feel like were adding to growth or prosperity or positivity in my life. But what I didn't do was just disappear from them. I did at least have a one-on-one adult conversation. And that is not something to have, that's not something that you're going to get like that if you don't do it. And it's not something that's always easy. But what you can do is take the time to yourself to think about what you want to do and then communicate it to the person in a respectful, healthy way. So then that way they understand where you two are at and you feel better that you've let your emotions, you've let your feelings out. You're not hiding anything anymore. Like, it doesn't need to be what's understood, doesn't need to be explained. No. It's none of that BS, all right? That only works in certain situations. You need to explain so that way they understand, so that way you don't have to have problems. Because just imagine you ghosting somebody and they keep hitting you up, you're just ignoring them, or you end up blocking them, and then you run into them. Then what? What are you going to say? You're going to just run away like a little coward? You're going to act like everything's Gucci? Are you just going to avoid them? Are you going to get into it? Like, what's up? What's good? The only way somebody's going to understand where you two stand, what line you both are on, is if you communicate it. Communication is key. Truth over feelings is key. There is a way to deliver truth in a respectful way that is healthy not only for you, but for the other party as well. And always remember, karma is a bitch. What you put out, you will get back. What you do unto others will come back into you. So think about what you're doing in the moments you're doing them. Because you never know if you may end up in the other person's situation. Don't ghost anybody. Because listen, you don't want to be ghosted. You might agree, you might disagree, but no matter what, truth over feelings, ghosting is not acceptable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's not acceptable. It's a cowardly thing to do. Own your truth. Speak your truth. Say it in a respectful way. So with that being said, have a good week, wear your mask, and wash your dirty little hands.
Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memos. Manny's Monday memos.